You know what drives me absolutely nuts? Watching people panic over a clogged drain like it's some kind of mystery. It's not. And I'm gonna tell you something that might tick you off a little. That clog sitting in your kitchen sink right now, you put it there. Not on purpose, obviously, but through habits you don't even realize are destroying your pipes. I've been dealing with plumbing disasters for over 40 years, and here's the kicker. A brand new study from early 2025 shows drain failures are still in the top 5 homeowner complaints across America. Millions of homes every single year. But here's what nobody's telling you. It's almost entirely preventable. So forget everything you think you know about drain care because most of it's wrong. That baking soda and vinegar trick everyone swears by barely does anything. There's actual chemistry that proves it, and I'll break that down in a minute. But first, let me show you what's actually happening inside your pipes right now. And trust me, once you see this, you can't unsee it. The EPA just updated their residential water guidelines, and one thing jumped out. Your drain pipes are never smooth inside. Even brand new PVC has rough spots, joint seams, microscopic ridges. Now here's where it gets nasty. Every time water carries anything down your drain, soap, grease, food bits, toothpaste, dead skin, a thin invisible film deposits on those rough patches. Researchers at Drexel found that this biofilm starts forming within days. And once that first layer sticks, it becomes a magnet for everything else. You're literally growing a pipe inside your pipe, and the opening shrinks week by week. The water still drains, just slower. So slow you don't notice until boom, total blockage. That sudden clog, it was building for months. You just couldn't see it happening. So the whole game isn't fixing clogs. It's stopping that buildup before it starts. And it begins in the worst offender room in your house, your kitchen. According to a 2024 report, kitchen drains cause 40% of all residential clogs in the US. 40%, and it's not what you think. Yeah, everyone knows not to dump bacon grease down the drain, but what about the olive oil coating on your salad bowl? The butter on your plate? That tiny bit of ranch dressing? All of it's lipid-based, and it behaves exactly like cooking grease inside your pipes. It cools, it hardens, it sticks. Cities spend billions on this problem. New York alone dropped over 20 million in 1 year just clearing grease blockages. So here's what I do, and it's embarrassingly simple. Before any greasy dish touches my sink, I wipe it with a paper towel. 3 seconds. Towel goes in the trash. Right there, you've eliminated most of the grease before it ever sees your drain. After dishes, I run hot water for 30 solid seconds. As hot as your tap goes, usually around 120 for most homes. That heat keeps any remaining oils liquid long enough to flush completely through. And here's my hard rule. No starchy foods down the disposal. None. Pasta, rice, potato peels, bread. I don't care how strong your disposal is. The disposal isn't the problem. What happens after it grinds is the problem. Starches absorb water and turn into cement paste inside your pipes. The American Society of Plumbing Engineers flagged this in their 2024 guidelines as one of the most overlooked causes of kitchen drain failure. Trash it every time. Now let's hit the bathroom, because this is a completely different nightmare. You're dealing with two things that separately are harmless but together create an absolute disaster: hair and soap scum. Here's the chemistry most people don't know. Traditional bar soap is made with fats and lye. When it hits the minerals in your water, and 85% of American homes have hard water according to USGS, it forms soap scum. That scum is basically a sticky calcium salt that coats your pipes. Now add hair. Human hair is incredibly strong and doesn't break down easy. When it gets coated in that soap scum, it becomes a net. That net catches more hair, more scum, more junk, and forms a dense plug usually 8 to 14 inches below your drain. My fix takes almost no time. Once a week, I pull the drain cover in every shower and yank out whatever hair collected. 15 seconds. Nobody likes it, but it's the single most effective move for your shower drain. For bathroom sinks, that little pop-up stopper, it lifts right out, and underneath there's a rod that collects an insane amount of hair and gunk. I pull it once a week and clean it. 20 seconds. I also ditched bar soap years ago and switched to liquid body wash and liquid hand soap. The surfactants in liquid soap interact way differently with hard water. They produce way less scum buildup. A 2023 study actually tested this and found homes using liquid soap had noticeably less drain buildup over 12 months compared to bar soap homes. One simple swap, real results. All right, here's the part of my system that makes the biggest difference, and almost nobody does it. Once a month, I do a full volume hot water flush on every drain in my house. And there's a technique to this. You don't just run hot water. That doesn't create enough force. Here's exactly what I do. I close the drain, fill the sink or tub completely with the hottest tap water, then pull the stopper all at once. That massive surge of water creates hydraulic force way greater than just running the faucet. It pushes through and knocks out early stage buildup before it hardens. For a double basin kitchen sink, I do both sides. For the tub, I fill it a quarter full. Takes maybe 6 minutes total for all drains. I knock it out first weekend of every month. One critical note, if you have PVC pipes, which most homes built after the 70s do, don't use boiling water from a kettle. Water above 212 degrees can soften PVC joints over time and cause leaks. Hot tap water at 120 is perfectly safe and totally effective. Now let's talk strainers, because this is where execution falls apart. A strainer only prevents clogs if you actually empty it. What I see constantly is people buy a strainer, put it in, then ignore it until it overflows. Then they get frustrated and mash debris through the holes or just remove it. Defeats the whole purpose. Here's my setup. I use fine stainless steel mesh strainers, not the ones with big stamped holes. Mesh catches everything, even tiny particles. $3 to $5 at any hardware store. The key is emptying after every single use. After dishes, dump the strainer. After every shower, pull the hair off. 5 seconds. Making it a habit is everything. 5 seconds versus hundreds of bucks for a plumber. Easy choice. Now here's the real game changer in my system, and it's backed by science most people don't know yet. Every month, right after my hot water flush, I treat every drain with an enzyme-based biological maintainer. This is not a chemical drain cleaner. Those products with sodium hydroxide or sulfuric acid, the Consumer Product Safety Commission documents thousands of injuries every year from those. Burns, toxic fumes, pipe corrosion. Most plumbing pros recommend against them. What I use are enzyme and bacteria-based treatments. They contain natural bacteria that produce enzymes to break down organic matter. Grease, hair, soap scum, food residue, all of it. A 2024 study found biological treatments reduce pipe buildup by 70% over 6 months. 70%, that's huge. I mix 2 tablespoons into warm water, not hot because heat kills the bacteria, and pour it down right before bed. The bacteria need time without water flow washing them away. Overnight, they get 6 to 8 hours to digest whatever's in that pipe. By morning, they've broken down a ton of buildup naturally. I do this same day as my hot water flush. Flush first, enzyme treatment overnight. 1-2 punch that keeps pipes remarkably clean. Now, what do you do when a drain starts slowing down? Because even with perfect habits, life happens. Maybe someone scraped mashed potatoes into your disposal at Thanksgiving. Maybe your kid's shedding hair like crazy. Whatever the cause, a slow drain is your early warning, and how you respond determines if it stays minor or turns into an emergency. First, I try my hot water flush. If it persists, my next move is a hand crank drain snake. $20 to $30 at any hardware store. 1/4-inch cable, 15 feet long. That gets past the trap into the branch line where most clogs form. Feed it in slow crank when you feel resistance. Pull back. Almost every time, you'll yank out a clump of hair and soap that was choking the pipe. After snaking, I always finish with hot water flush and enzyme treatment to clean up whatever loosened but didn't extract. Let me hit some specific scenarios real quick. Gurgling sound when water drains? That's a vent problem, not a clog. Vents go up through your roof and allow air into the system. If one gets blocked by leaves or a bird nest, you get gurgling. Check your roof vents. Sewer smell from a drain you rarely use? Dried out P-trap. That curved pipe holds water to block sewer gas. When it evaporates, you smell gas. Pour 2 cups water down it, problem solved. Kitchen sink slow on just one side of double basin, partial clog at the T-fitting where lines meet below, short snake or hot flush usually clears it. Every drain in the house slow at once? That's a mainline issue. Could be tree roots, which is the #1 cause nationwide, or a bellied sagging pipe. Call a licensed plumber with a camera for this one. Don't try to snake a mainline yourself. And here's the big twice-a-year move that's the real reason I've never had a clog. Every 6 months, I pull every P-trap and physically clean them. Sounds intense, but it's crazy simple. The trap connects with slip joint fittings, those big nuts under your sink. Most unscrew by hand, no wrench needed. I put a bucket under. Unscrew wall side nut first, then tailpiece nut, trap drops into bucket. Take it outside, blast with hose, scrub inside with bottle brush. Every time, even in my maintained home, dark biofilm comes out. Reinstall is just reverse. Hand tighten, run water to check leaks, done. 10 minutes per sink. I do this spring and fall. Same weekend, I change HVAC filters. Between wiping grease daily, emptying strainers, weekly cleanings, monthly flushes and treatments, and twice yearly trap cleanings, my drains run like new. 45 years, 0 clogs. That's not luck, that's a system, and now it's yours.